Hey guys, this is D-Train, and today I'm going to be giving you the top 5 switch axes in Monster Hunter World. Now, as I'm ranking these weapons, I am using the Trog Zone Hunter Helper calculator, which takes into account their basic raw damage, their affinity, as well as their sharpness into account. I'm not going to take into account specific builds around each weapon. It's going to be mostly on those three things, but as well as tie breaks will be with their jewel slots as well as their augmentation slots. Number 5 may surprise a few people, but is actually the Nergigante switch axe, the Dying Light. It has 700 attack, a good amount of blue sharpness, no affinity, 150 dragon attack, high elder seal, 1 small slot, power files, as well as 1 augmentation slot. It's a very good weapon, it's just for once it's not at the top of this list like it usually is on every other weapon list. Number 4 is one of the cooler looking switch axes in my opinion. It's the Hazak Demios 2, which has 700 attack, blue sharpness, 0 affinity, 210 dragon attack, average elder seal, a medium slot, power elemental files, as well as 2 augmentation slots. The thing that really pushes this ahead of Nergigante is the extra augmentation slot. Number 3 may also be a surprise. It's actually the Barith Grinder 3 with a 735 base attack, a little bit of blue sharpness, but can be fixed with handicraft, negative 20 affinity, paralysis that you could waken up for up to 300. It has 2 slots, a medium and a small slot, a 15 defense boost, as well as paralysis files that do up to 270 paralysis, which can also be increased, as well as 3 augmentation slots. It's one of the best in my opinion. It's my personal favorite switch axe just because I love paralysis personally. We're actually not including Elementless in this list because it would take number 3 and 2 and make them number 2 and 1. But for now, just for this base list, I'm not including Elementless. Number 2 is the Diablos one. No surprise, high up on the list once again. 805 attack, blue sharpness, negative 30 affinity, ice element that you could awaken, but I wouldn't recommend it. 1 small slot, 15 defense boost, power files, and 1 augmentation slot. In my opinion, I like the Barith one better than this one because it has the extra slot for flexibility. It has 2 extra augmentation slots as well as that paralysis and the same amount of defense boost. Even though there is a decent amount of attack variance, if you do the augmentations properly, it'll be almost exactly right behind it. Number 1 is actually the Urigan Motor Chopper 2. It is also a 735 attack switch axe. It has blue sharpness, 0 affinity, 120 fire, 1 small slot, 30 defense boost, power files, and 2 augmentation slots. It just edges out the Diablos one on base stats, but the Elementless Jewel will take this one into 3rd behind the Barith and the Diablos one. But without the Elementless Jewel, and if it does eventually get nerfed, this is your number 1 guy right here. Alright, that's everything guys, so hope you like that list. I did not use Elementless in this. It would completely change up this list, as you can probably tell, as I've mentioned before. If you see anything wrong, or if you see anything that you would change about this list, let me know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, make sure you drop a like, as well as subscribe to Raised by Sharks. I'll see you guys later.